How's it going, guys? Drip Crypto here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're just going to be talking about PDai, and pretty much where I think it could go. None of this is financial advice. Make sure you guys do your own research before investing any money in the crypto space. But yeah, let's get into it. So, PDai, this is another coin that I'll be talking about on part 2 of coins that I'm holding, that I'm holding for this bull market. So PDai is one. The reason being is because I feel like there's a lot of upside, and I mean, just knowing how Richard Hart is, I feel like he could definitely peg this coin. This could definitely be the first pegged stable coin, because it's not even pegged yet. It's technically unpegged. And right now we had technically 3 huge FUD events, which pretty much dropped the price. So right now, if we're looking at it on the monthly. I don't really go too far in, like when it comes to the daily, because the daily we just been sideways. I mean, we've been holding this $5.9 million market cap. We haven't really dipped. We had a nice, most recent dip was right here when we had pretty much a big whale just sell a whole bunch of PDai. That's what dropped it. But every time we have these huge drops, it gets bought up very quickly. So how do I feel about the coin in general? So I feel like Richard Hart is definitely going to do some type of situation where he doesn't want people who are on Pulse Chain to leave Pulse Chain. So like if you're in crypto and you've been in crypto for multiple cycles, you definitely know that during the bear market, a lot of people take money off exchanges, take them off chains just because everything goes down, right? Volume dries up, everything goes down. There's usually not as much money flowing into the crypto sector because most of these coins that I've been talking about and have been showing are all technically considered altcoins. So they're a lot more leveraged on the bigger coins, whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum. So, for example, I think Richard Hart might peg this and create like a Hyperloop situation. Sami was talking about it when it comes to PDai, when pretty much he would peg it and then you'd be able to use the collateral through the MakerDAO. And I'm going to make a whole separate video talking about that because that could be a whole video in itself. But pretty much what I think he could possibly do is he's possibly going to try to peg it to $1 and then also peg the PWBTC, so the Pulse Chain version of Bitcoin, because the Pulse Chain version of Bitcoin isn't even pegged to the BlackRock or quote-unquote regular Bitcoin. So I think he could definitely peg both of those, and if he did, realistically, not financial advice, you wouldn't be able to, like, you wouldn't have to leave the chain, because technically you could then take profit, rotate it all back into Bitcoin or quote-unquote Ethereum or Pulse Chain, and then just hold it during the bear market and then rotate back into these altcoins. But yeah, this is definitely a big play another big play that I definitely have a lot of money in. A lot of people have been fudding it extremely, but I mean, we've been dipping a lot and we've been just getting bought up. Yeah, we had this little huge move up, but I'm not even too worried about it. If you're playing on a peg situation, right now these are pretty much just cheap prices, right? Not financial advice, but I've just been slowly accumulating. And